Okay guys, we're going to go over the conclusion of what I started last night with the Fire Stick and the Nvidea Shield. And I'm just going to go over these real quickly. The settings are set up exactly the same, by the way, and at the end of this beginning part here, I'm going to show you the differences in the motion that I've noticed. First thing, this is the Nvidea you're looking at right now, the Shield, and for any Fire Stick Shield, whatever you choose, is usually better than the internal apps of the TV. That's what I found out. The picture on the Nvidea is just smoother than the Fire Stick. One glaring thing I've noticed is the motion. The motion is flawless on the Nvidea, where the Fire Stick, I'll show you later on the comparison, it's pretty glaring in certain applications, and this is YouTube we're looking at, of course, now. The Dolby Digital, there's no Dolby Atmos on either the Fire Stick or the Nvidea, so both of those do not have Dolby Atmos on the Disney Plus apps. You know, any of the Marvel or the Pixar or what have you, or Disney. Hopefully they'll update that later. With the Fire Stick, it's cheap, of course. It's only $24.99 on Black Friday coming up here at Best Buy, and I've noticed at Staples as well. The Stars looks phenomenally better on the Fire Stick. So if you have the Stars application, that's something you watch primarily, it's better on the Fire Stick. Doesn't look very good on the Nvidea for some reason, I don't know why. Also, YouTube apps are HDR on the Fire Stick, where the apps on the Nvidea do not have HDR. However, it looks more fluent on the Nvidea and more natural, and there's no pixelation. Doesn't look as sharp as far as overly sharpening the edges. It just looks more natural, and the colors look more natural, probably because it has a way higher chipset for accuracy and color. It's basically for you gamers out there, if you upgraded your chipset in your computer basically and upgraded your video card, same type of thing you're getting here. It looks just that much better. Now it is kind of splitting hairs a little bit if you don't have an eye for it, but if you do have an eye for it, it is a more natural picture on the Nvidea. So actually, if you could own both of them, it would be ideal. If you catch the Fire Stick for $24.99 and then get the Nvidea later, because each of them have better attributes on depending on which app you're talking about. We're talking YouTube. HDR goes to, of course, the Fire Stick because Nvidia doesn't have HDR, but it looks better on all other applications on YouTube on the Nvidia, if that makes sense. So that's what I found on that. And also the Voodoo, by the way, on the Fire Stick, there is no Voodoo, so you have to do a third-party bootleg download on the Voodoo on the Fire Stick. So as you could tell, it goes back and forth, but if you're just a picture quality enthusiast, the Nvidia hands down is the best motion and the best picture quality, more natural, a little less edgy. It is kind of splitting hairs, however, you have to look for it. It's not nothing that's going to really glare at and come at you until you're actually sitting down and going through them side by side. I'll put on the motion demo for you guys to take a look at, and after I put on that video, that will conclude the video. So I'll let you see the actual videos. You can actually see the motion differences in both of them. And this is the Fire. Just on this particular video,